All right, I'm passing.
Definitely. Yeah, it's so that's oh what is it actually? I want to look this up. The hell does it actually mean? The It's Latin.
Sick,
Yeah,
SIC.
yeah.
Is it sick or SIC? I guess I've never heard it actually spoken because you're
So
not supposed to speak it, right?
so it's said both ways.
Huh.
Um, that's the thing is people will say it as sick, people will say it as SIC.
I always thought it was psych when I was young. Not really.
That's one of those crazy things that eventually ends up like being correct. You
Right.
know,
Well, and then later on, I was like, oh no, that starts with a P because it's like psychology.
right?
Right.
God damn it! Just tell me what the words are.
What for SIC?
What is it short for?
Semper erroneous rectum.
Uh, Sic erit scriptum,
Okay.
which actually makes perfect sense.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I feel like you've come across the words themselves enough in history and all that other stuff
Well,
to
scriptum would be writing, right?
yeah.
Written. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's basically it's thus it was written. So as it was written,
Oh, as it was written.
yeah.
Okay.
People commonly think it means spelled incorrectly, which is just look it up.
I thought that meant that too, but yeah, that it does. There's a lot of things that I learned over the years that were like, that's not what that means.
No,
Yeah. Especially in like Latin and like law and stuff and things like that. So after a little while, you start to realize it's like, oh, wait, I get it. Pro bono means for free. Yeah.
right, right.
Yeah. Cui bono, who gets it for free.
Or who benefits? Yeah,
Who
yeah,
benefits?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of little things like that in law that are kind of weird. I can't remember it off the top of my head. I was teaching a class on that once, man, and I kept mispronouncing shit. And finally, I had a couple of fucking people who had been convicted of shit in my class. So
Oh,
that's not how you say that, man. It's like, oh, how do you say that? I just can't remember what the word was now. Um,
well, if it comes to
it
you,
was
just shout it out again.
something like that.
Do you remember what it was in the context of?
No, I don't, man. That was a long
No.
time ago.
Well, I had a cheat sheet of it. So when I was doing legal transcription,
Oh, that's right.
I
You used
had
to
to
do
have
that.
that because they would occasionally just throw these things out. Um, Unfortunately, I don't remember many of them. Unless you find yourself either continuing to see it or on the business side of the law, you forget it.
Yeah.
That one right there, though, that comes up in writing all the time. That comes up in academic writing, and
Yeah, I don't see it too much in the academic writing, but you do see it when it's a quote that wouldn't be appropriate. Like if you
as it was
scrubbed
written,
it
man,
down, yeah, exactly. It's
that's
as it was
as it
written.
is. Because
It's
here's
like this one had the hard R in
well,
it.
that's exactly it. But what people have to know is that it's the person that wrote. They were calling someone a name, and they called them a country in Africa. They they did that.
Right, they did that. Yeah.
I know how it's
I know
spelled.
how it's supposed to go. Yeah.
Yeah,
So, yeah. Yeah. I guess I have seen that a couple times here.
it'll happen.
So,
I mean,
yeah, it
yeah,
will
it'll
happen.
happen. It's anytime that this is the weird thing about it is um, you probably overlook it more times than it just blends into the background because you've probably seen it a million times. But
Hmm.
it's something where um, hey, look, there's no nice way to say it. Anytime that the New York Times has to interview someone outside of academia, they just have to have it in their back pocket. It's just something
Yeah,
that
yeah.
people, in the same way that like if people, it's not just a misspelling. It's also where if a person uses a phrase incorrectly,
Yes.
That's where you're going to see it a lot of times too, because
I've seen that follow literally quite a few times lately. So because
that's
people are
yeah,
misusing that pretty severely.
right, right,
Yeah.
right. That's exactly it. So
Okay.
if they're the moron that put it in,
Right.
then credit goes where credit's due. I saw an example where so this was this was they had to specify this. This was not recent. This was like 5-10 years ago, where
Mhm.
um, it was a big case because in Canada it was the first case where the fucking oddballs that had this child made the
Mhm.
declaration that they would not put a gender on the actual birth certificate. They said
Don't you like?
it's Canada,
Yeah.
dude.
Okay. It's
It's Canada.
Canada.
It's
Yeah.
so again. If we do that here, there's a whole bunch of like pomp and circumstance to it. But for them, they just like went with it. Somebody said, "Well, I don't know if you can do that." It's okay. We'll leave it blank. Just sees me sometime, eh? And so they went with it, and their attorney, right? Because this is the person that was, I guess, this became a legal kerfluffle. The attorney's name, she went out of her way to make sure everybody knows that she spells her name with no capital letters.
That's- okay.
So,
Who the fuck cares?
well, that's the thing
Got
is
it.
if you
Yeah.
type her
Okay.
name with no capital
You get a
letters,
sick.
that's correct. That one even got like a side note. That one got a sick and like upon the insistence of this person,
Oh.
this
Yeah.
yeah,
This identifies as a person with no cap. Why would you do that? Is
I
she like native or something? Does she have like a 14 letter name or is it like
I
if
don't.
it was like Jane Doe? It's like why?
A fantastic question. I
Huh.
believe, now keep in mind, this is a while back. So if I remember correctly, it was just your run of the mill white woman that wants attention. It is what it
Yeah.
is. Because, I mean, on the flip side, if you can do
Why did
that.
I see it? There was something that came out of Canada on that deal. Anyway, sorry, not to interrupt, but
Oh, no, 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 no. Because I guess that means that you can spell it with all caps. Because that's the one I would do.
it's bad.
Now, something about white women was in Canada was
There was something I saw. I can't remember if it was in Canada or here, but there were memes going around about like some lesbian Hitler who gave a speech. Did you see that? It was some kind
how
of
did I
like
miss that?
I don't know,
That's the
man.
kid I live
Dude,
for.
if you find it out there, I mean, the minute you see it, I mean, she's like trying to call this meeting to order. And it's almost like, yeah, it gets the guns out. If he shoots you, if you
Get
speak
out!
out of turn.
Really?
No, I mean, that's the vibe she gets off. But
Jesus.
I can't remember. That was before all the shit happened. And I was actually plugging back into some of the crazy on Twitter the other day. Just
You,
for funsies.
what do you do, man?
I
I mean,
know, man.
it's like I don't. I try to say this in the nice way possible. Like a dog always returns to his vomit, but it's
Don't
I
eat
don't.
where you shit,
I
man. I
don't
mean, yeah, come on. This is a doctor turns to his vomit. Ooh, what is this? I don't know.
yeah, I'm saying that's the saying because like whatever it is that made you sick, well, it's still food,
It's still food.
right?
Yeah.
That's yeah, but yeah, because I get chased off all the time. I see something where I okay, it's that there's two kind of things that I have to stay away from right now.
It's Colorado Springs Reddit.
Well,
I
that's not in my hands anymore. That decision was made
do
for
not
me.
serve this man. Yeah. So that looks like you. Oh.
I got a closet full of like fucking fake mustaches.
Exactly. It is the Groucho Marx.
Chin
Look
putty and
at your
shit.
actual nose, man.
Yeah, so that decision has been made for me. The thing that I there's two things I have to be careful with what of course what tweets I'm going to read, but also I have like if I see one of those cop videos where
Oh, I love those so
I
much.
know you and I
I
do
love
too,
those so much.
but there's this thing where every time I pull over some like 23-year-old girl
Hmm.
who just doesn't cooperate, right?
Yeah.
There's this thing. It just
Oh
like
man, that's taser bait. I love
I
that.
know,
I love that.
and the pressure just builds up behind my eyes because I want to talk for them,
No, 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 no,
right?
no. Let the
Right.
professionals do it, man.
I know it's the thing is the brain is just kind of like, well, if I'm the cop, it's like I'm telling them what to say.
Right? Yeah, you're coaching them.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
just rip her out of the car and taser.
exactly.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
And they're like, get out of the car, get out, man, get out of the car, get out of the car, man, get out of the car. You're being detained. Get out of the
it's true.
car. Put down the phone. Yeah. Yes, my supervisor's already here. Yeah. So I love those. I got my wife hooked on those now, man.
Oh God.
Oh God. And of course she, like she takes her lawyer legal eye to it and she's like, oh yeah, you could have tased him a while ago.
You know, that is a great point. Just in general, Patrick, for those of us who are familiar with the genre, right, where it is many chances, because we don't see the videos where it's get out of the car, Zach, right? So follow
Well, that's because Roscoe and Enos never turn on the body cams, do they?
there's never the one where it's a fraction of a second before.
Get out of the car. No, no. Okay, here we go.
Exactly, yeah. So the electricity starts flowing between "let me see those" and hands.
Hosing them down with water.
We don't see those.
We don't see those. Yeah.
But the genre is ask a person reasonably to do something, they refuse. Depending on which genre you're looking at, window will be broken. The person in question, who will eventually be detained, right, will make a reductionist argument whereupon they refusing a lawful order, right, will talk about the thing they were originally doing as the cause of this thing. So
Right.
they will keep saying as they're being walked back to the car, and you can guess the number of infractions between. There's a person who keeps saying, and they're crying, "I just wanted to buy a hot dog. It's a crime to buy a hot dog."
Right.
You've seen this video.
I've seen
Hot
that.
dog is anything. Hot dog is it's a million
I've
things.
seen many
right?
of those things. Yeah.
But they keep insisting that what they're being arrested for
Right.
is the thing that started this all. No, it is because you kicked this guy. It is because, again, it's the simple things of, well, I can see you doing it. It's just like, I'm not resisting.
I saw you do it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the same, we've seen the same ones. It's just like, I'm getting this on camera. It's like, we're getting it on 4 of them.
Yeah. You're good. Yeah. Yeah.
I need my stuff. Your stuff is coming with you.
Your stuff is coming with you in the tow truck. So, this is how that one. There was one the other day. This lady got pulled out of her car. They tased the Jesus out of her. So
did she get a fair number of tries, or
and she actually took it like a champ. So yeah. You get that. Give her some people just like it's like that hurts.
yeah. Yeah, the next one I'm going to do it like I mean it. So,
well, you only get so many shots with that, man. So that's the thing.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not fire and forget. But there's like my wife will watch them, and she was explaining something to me the other day about the sovereign citizens in particular. There's something that you have to watch out for there because they're lawsuit fishing is what they're doing.
Ah.
And so there's there's a couple places where cops can trip up. I'll have to ask her where those are and share. So, but she was talking about it with somebody. I think it was when the family was over the other day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we were watching some of that together because my brother-in-law, he was a former cop.
Oh,
So-
okay.
So, and he teaches at a criminal justice program.
Okay.
Yeah, they were watching some shit. And he was like, "Oh, yeah, this is what she's trying to do. This is like fishing for a lawsuit here." So
No shit.
yeah, I'll have to ask her specifically what it is because I mean, going off memory, I'll fuck it up. But yeah.
Okay, so there's also a subcategory of videos out there. A lot of times that are sort of coaching exactly what you're talking about. So if this happens, the first question is, Am I detained or am I free to go?
Dude, my wife hates those. So she says about 90% of them are garbage. So the TikTok lawyer, help videos. This is what happens if you get pulled over while you've been drinking, kind of thing. It's like you surrender to the cops before you kill somebody, you madman. Yeah. So, no, they don't say that though.
No, they never. Yeah, you're right. I mean,
They don't
it's
say
that same thing. It's that fucking. Because as far as I understand it, and you straighten me out if I'm wrong, my understanding of this is you do not have to take a sobriety test. However, if you do so, your license can be taken away on the spot because you have
that.
refused to take a sobriety test.
You don't have to do a
Roadside,
you
but they will then take you
yeah.
to basically get blood.
Yeah, or so you can do either the blood test. You have to do either the blood test or the roadside. You do not have to do the breathalyzer. So the roadside is touch your nose and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So you can either do the blood test or you can do the roadside. And the roadside's actually really fucking hard. So I've had people do it to me. So
Oh,
yeah, when you're a little drunk, So and then you'd be surprised how fucked up your eyes get after just like two or three drinks. In terms of like tracing things, is like one of the ones is they'll have you like trace a pen light.
yeah, yeah.
But you're not supposed to move your head, but they'll move it like this, and if you move your head like this, you're fucked up. So, yeah.
Well, I'll say this, and this is a person who's run thousands of miles at this point
Mm-hmm.
here too. I would say that the ones where they actually have the people walk in a straight line, foot over foot,
Mm.
9 steps, turn around, do the same thing.
Yeah.
I think I might have trouble with that, like just keeping my balance
Oh,
like
just in
that
general.
sober. And I don't mean that I'm like wobbly in general, but it's just the one foot in front of the other, like pattern, right? Um, like I said, I don't have the greatest balance to begin
Yeah,
with,
no, I
but
don't either. So, but there's like it's not just one of the things, and like, oh my God, you stepped out of line, you're fucking
yeah,
drunk, kind of thing. It's a score, and you have to do badly on like all four of the things that they do. And then the cops have to have some kind of like say they roll down your window, and it's like, wow, you smell like Jack Daniels, great. So yeah.
that was actually one of the things uh, that one of those lawyers said that it really struck me as odd. He said, if they tell you they smell alcohol on your breath or in your car, that's impossible. Alcohol is odorless. And here's the thing:
I disagree.
like, there's a version of this that is odorless, and basically, if you just drank straight vodka all night, you might have a chance of being that. But you know what?
Oh
I can
my
still
God, you'd be
smell it
so
on you.
yeah, you'd be so trashed. Yeah,
That's the thing is like, well, I've smelled it. I can tell anytime somebody's drunk.
yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, yeah. No, there's a lot of bad advice out there. Bad medicine, as we were talking about the other night.
fair enough, man.
So,
But yeah, those ones I have to be careful of because I want to get involved. I want to help, boss.
I want to help us. Give me the game, coach.
Because there's times, yeah, it does. It's like I'm at the theater and I'm a bad customer. I'm just like, tell her to shut up. Tell her that you're done talking.
Yeah, start shooting. Less talking. Yeah.
And that's the thing is like I can't be. I wouldn't tolerate myself if I was in the fucking theater saying like, get him, die hard, get him.
Get him
Right.
die hard.
That's
Yeah.
but that's yeah. So that's my bait.
So okay, I guess I don't have that much bait. I don't know. There's certain things like I've been reading a lot less. I can't read news articles anymore, man. So
Reading books has been fixing my head.
that's what you said, man. I
Yes.
might have to go back to doing that and actually reading fiction books,
Yes.
rather than like, oh yeah, so here's so and so's analysis of the last 50 years of Middle Eastern conflict. I don't need to read that shit. So
I think you know everything about Lincoln you're ever gonna know.
I probably, yeah, yeah. I've tapped out on a couple topics that I'm just like, no, I'm not going to study that. I'm not going to read any books on that.
Yeah.
So But top of the list being Nazis. I'm good on Nazis. I'm good.
What
I'm full.
I guess that's the question is what aspect of this could come up that would actually blow you for a loop? Yeah, I mean that's
It'd have to be something like they actually did find Hitler's diary or something. It'd have to be something like that.
Hitler's diary, or yeah, the guys that are up there now, right? They actually like scrape away some like moon dust. There's a swastika there.
Right.
But,
Oh shit.
true, yeah, or yeah, exactly. You in Argentina, they found a fucking like mummified corpse
Of
of
Hitler.
Hitler.
Yeah, yeah,
That would be news.
that would be
That
news.
would be real
Yeah.
news.
Yeah, but other than that, no, I'm good. So,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, like actual news stories, I can't read them right now, man. They're just bad. So, like anything from like mainstream media is terrible. So it's gotten worse over the last like 6 weeks, Jeff. It really has. So, ever since we started bombing,
Well, all right.
they're just
So
they're terrible.
they are terrible, and I got to tell you, this is where I'm going to say this. I blocked a lot of people today.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What was
Now,
the occasion?
now I won't say. Here's the thing: is I went in with a response on something incendiary
Okay.
because it is a strange thing, of course, right? When you find somehow that the Democrats are trying to line up and say we were down with the Pope all the time.
Oh, I didn't even read that yesterday, man. So I don't. Yeah. So what did the Pope say?
The Pope said basically something along the lines of, and this is not going to be an exact quote. I'm going to try and paraphrase it as best as I can. Um, Along the lines of, "This world is uh, being run into the ground by tyrants," and something along the lines of, "We win when we take people in versus exclude them." Right?
Yeah.
Just
Okay. That's pretty generic Catholic stuff. So
well, it's generic Catholic stuff, but at the same time, it's I'm pointing at you.
yeah, of course,
Okay?
he's the Pope. He can do
Right. Right.
that.
And here's the thing is, all
He
right,
gets his job for life, unlike the other guy.
he does. I mean, to the point, there have been, and you know this as well, that not every pope has had a successful run. Not every pope was allowed to finish their term. Some popes were allowed to be deceased and then dug up and then put on trial. So much that they have the term for it.
That was a while ago.
It's called
Yeah.
a cadaver synod.
Nice.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So the history. So again, seeing the side of you're on the side of the pope now.
Mhm. Oh, the Democrats are.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I don't even know where they are, man.
so the buttholes over there decided that they were going to chime in and take the Pope's side, and so many people are saying it's like, oh, he's so wise. So if you listen,
He's a White Sox fan. He's not that wise.
right. That's the thing. This is just this is just Chicago level bullshit. Just whitewashed through the Pope's mouth. So the thing is, he's talking about brutality and all this shit, and people are bringing this up, and I was like, so.
So I'm sorry. Did Donald Trump machine gun 30,000 of his own people?
And that's the thing, Patrick. It's
Oh wait, that didn't happen.
that was the point that I was.
That one didn't happen.
So when it came down to it, it was a question
Did
of
they hang people from cranes in the United States?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So when
It's been a while since I've been to a good craning.
bingo. So when I decided to end that with exactly that sentiment that you have right there, because
Okay.
it's like you don't care about any of this, right? And that's where I made the statement that if the Pope actually cared about any of this, he'd be saying a prayer to Donald Trump every hour on the hour
Yeah.
for actually trying to exterminate this. And with the end here of like, but he's not, so fuck him and fuck you too.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing is my expectation was that the religious people would come up to me and say like,
No, the
hey,
Democrats came after you.
that's correct.
Yeah, I know.
That's correct.
That's
and,
what they do now, man. They're like zombies. They just show up whenever there's fresh meat.
and again, that was the thing is uh, the whole point of this here was that you do not care about this in any sense.
No.
You do not like the Pope. You've never liked the Pope before. You've never held him in any reverence. You wouldn't hold the door open for him if he
Yeah.
was walking by. I mean, that's the thing is like, so don't pretend
But he
that
doesn't
this
like the guy that you don't like, so you guys are buddies now.
correct. So
Yeah.
now it's sort of oh well, his word is gospel. You know that this is the person that's the direct from God, right? Like I do,
I know, yeah.
and I'm not one of them. That's the thing. I know the differences between this one. I know the difference between the Roman Catholic Church and the Byzantine Catholic Church. I mean, this is the stuff. Is
The
like
Orthodox Church, right? Isn't that what it
I'm
is?
talking about the denominations between the Catholics.
Oh,
Those are the two that. Uh, yeah, there are some where
there's some weird ones in there.
like Latin
Yeah.
American ones that I know are slightly different, but I think those are mostly Roman Catholic too.
I think they're all Roman Catholic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The only one that I know of for sure is an offshoot of that is the Byzantine, and that one um, it doesn't have the same restrictions. Like uh, they can marry, stuff like that.
Priest
But it's
can?
yeah, yeah.
Can they in
Deacons
Christian?
can
Can
at
they
least.
in Christian Orthodox? I
I
don't even
know
know. Greek
deacons
or
can. Let's
Orthodox?
take it for
Oh well, fuck. Like anybody in the Protestant side can get married.
if you yeah if you're
There's not
talking
one
about
over
the
there that's like
well, that's the thing is deacons are in the
Catholic Church.
Byzantine.
Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't know.
but not in the Roman. But um, and the thing is, it's not really even that much of a divide. It's not.
Hmm.
I understand, like at the time to the point where you're saying like this little bit of practice here, we can't be in the same room anymore,
Oh yeah, yeah. There was a while that was going on for a while.
right? But I
It's like,
mean,
no, actually,
yeah.
we got this nice little barbecue set up for you. Where's the fire? Well, you got to get up there first. So,
So
you want to step up there, or you want to be helped up there, buddy?
yeah, man, it's sort of a. I get it. I get it. I get the major schism between Catholicism and Protestantism. All right, when it comes down to it, it's just the good grief. He repented on the cross next to Jesus, and
Mhm.
he made it in.
Yeah,
Right. Um, one side says that is not what that means, and the other side says
that's
that is
exactly what
exactly
that
what it
means. Yeah,
means.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and we can charge you for that too.
It's really yeah. You might as well just like sign in front of your house here, where it's like, in this house we believe in deathbed confessions.
Yeah,
Um, and wipe a lifetime of horrible misdeeds
yeah, it's
clean.
of complete debauchery. Yeah. As long as you're really, really sorry.
But that's the thing; you have to mean it.
You have to mean it.
You can't
Yeah,
just say
yeah.
it.
You can't just fake it. Yeah.
Whereas, yes, so the Catholic side says yes, you can be absolved of these, but you got to work. So whatever the Catholic version of stamping license plates or break big rocks into little rocks is,
Make little rocks, boss. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
whatever that is like
bring
yeah,
your rocks, boss.
you got to get through that first.
Yeah.
And well, of course, the other thing is the works parts, like show that you've done something.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, and that's a little bit different than ye olde Calvinism, where it's like, oh, that's that way. It's determined that way before you were
that
born.
is brilliant. Well, see, my business is succeeding. Therefore,
Therefore, ergo, yes,
I must be one of the
must
chosen
be one of the chosen ones because I'm fruitful. Well, that's where that weird, like, my mom grew up in a Christian reform, which is very,
ones. Predestination heavy, or
yeah, very
oh,
Calvinistic. And, it's like, well, okay, so even if God decides to bless you with having a bowling alley that's really popular on weekends, or something like that, you best not open that fucker on Sunday because you have to suffer like everybody else.
that's you're right. And you know
Yeah.
what? There's those denominations are big on there's I can't remember what it is. You'll know when I say it. It's basically it's the version of it that's basically saying do not test
Yep.
the Lord. That I know that's huge in those sects
Yeah.
where it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact quote. I should because it's Like that's the heart of it. It really
It
is.
really is,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like even if you're like really successful, you're not supposed to enjoy it. Yeah.
Or
So,
count on it. Or
or count
basically,
on it,
yeah.
yeah. And if it all gets taken away from you, you say thank you to God. Yeah. So, yeah.
May I have another right?
Hey, please have another.
And then God says, like, yeah, have another one of these snow cones and tell me it tastes like candy.
Right, yeah, exactly. So,
Like, I can see the Labrador keeps being over
yeah,
there.
you can see the yeah. It's like I don't see the lemonade. See, it's awfully salty. Oh, jeez. Yeah. No, I don't think that. You know, I don't know, man. Yeah, there was a whole bunch of people that were bandwagoning on the Pope the other day. Who,
Yeah.
you're right, they couldn't give two shits about the
Just
Pope
dick
the day
riding the Pope,
before.
man. I
Yeah, I
know.
know. So, but I mean, the thing that I can't get over is every headline that I see in Google News, or now I don't even. Okay, so I got my new laptop. I really like it. I have decided not to infect it with any Google products.
Wow.
Yeah,
So you're so
I'm
you
straight up.
your
Yeah,
secular life has Google in it. That's away from basically like gaming and all this other
my
stuff.
phone has, yeah.
Your phone, I imagine your
My
PC
phone
at
is
home.
corrupted. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, but no, that's my home. That's my computer that I do all my PC gaming on. I was like, I'm not putting any Google shit on this thing. So um, so I've actually been reading MSN. It is useless. It is so bad, Jeff. So, like every headline is President fucks up again. What's he going to fuck up next? The royal fuck up he is. And it's like,
Oh yeah.
oh my gosh, dude, give it a rest, guys.
Well, and
So, and every article's like that.
every article's like that. And
It's so bad.
what's weird is take that and then be Yahoo and then just look over your shoulder and just copy their homework but change a couple of words.
I noticed that. So I noticed that Yahoo copies everybody else's homework.
They choose the homework,
Right.
right? They're very choosy about it. They're very partisan about it. I've actually pulled the numbers on it as far as
Oh, I wouldn't be
what
surprised.
institutions have a ratio of positive to negative coverage. And we are talking like straight up like 97-3.
Oh.
Most institutions that were looked at this, some of them they had the double eight because there was nothing.
Oh.
Nothing. There
Who
were
said
no
that?
positive articles
Oh wow.
as this as far as this goes. But yeah, it's the I can't. Okay, so there is a little bit of a schism. There's a little pretense over at Fox News where they have a couple of people who are like, look, here's how it works. You know how we do this. Every fifth one,
Oh
okay,
right. Yeah.
is anti.
Right.
It can be predictable. It can be something along the lines of, uh, when you give somebody like a fake apology, right? You say, yeah, when you go ahead and do
President,
something.
sorry, but not.
Well, yeah, exactly. And then the president says, like, I'm sorry, you're also ugly,
You're
right?
right.
Or the
I'm sorry, you're too stupid to understand what I'm trying to say.
or the famous non-apology is, I'm sorry you feel that
I'm
way,
sorry you feel that way.
right?
I have actually caught myself using that one over the last, I'd say, couple of years. It's like, oops.
Well, if you say
Yeah.
that, you have to keep in mind what you're saying,
Yeah.
where you are deliberately saying, like, hey, I have to say something here, and I want to give it the right tone. But I absolutely will not accept culpability
No, we're
for
gonna put
your
some fucking English
situation
on this thing,
in
man.
any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. No, it's bad, man. So I mean, going over to back over to my phone to Google News land,
Yeah.
it's not any better if you look. If you just doom scroll for about 10 minutes, you get a feel for it that it's just like it's like everybody and their dog is rooting for something to break right now.
Yes.
Like before I was doing all that stuff the other day, I was actually getting plugged back in a little bit to that schism that's going over on the right hand side of things.
Oh, oh.
And that's actually not working out for anybody involved. So,
You all need to sit down and have a long talk. The
he's like, "How many guys need
Yeah.
go kiss the ring, man?" Because yeah, it turns out that actually most of your audience was fucking bots. So,
Right. To stay in line with what our comparison is, you all need to get in the room and decide what is canon and
Oh
nobody
yeah, yeah, yeah,
leaves until
exactly.
you
Nobody
do.
leaves until you do. Yeah. So yeah, which Silver Surfer are we going with? You know, or so, what version of Discovery are we going? You know?
Well, yeah, it's exactly. It's like, so we have to. I know you want to keep it in here, but between Genesis and Exodus is zoo books, and we don't. It's gotta. We
It's a
gotta take it out,
dinosaurs one,
man.
yeah.
We got.
They get
It's
rid of the
gotta go.
dinosaurs, man.
Yeah,
You
yeah. It's so yeah. Decide what's canon, because there are certain things that you have to. Right now, they're causing useless division in terms of number one.
know?
Decide where you're going to stand as far as how you feel about Charlie Kirk's wife.
I think most people are on the same like so this is what I saw. There was actually a I think this might have been Politico or something like that. They're okay if you follow them for some of their polling stuff. But anyway, they were actually like going out there and polling people who identified as like MAGA Republicans,
Okay.
and then lining them up on all these different issues that like fucking guys like Tucker Carlson and Megyn Kelly now, and talking about they, you know, feel about it, and it's like 98% of the Republicans are like, yeah, the war is cool. So
Right.
if you go to the MAGA guys, it's 99%. They're like, fuck yeah, let's do this. And then, there's like this subset out there that it's like, I'm a Trump supporter, but I don't identify myself as a MAGA Republican.
Right.
It's like,
Right.
wait a minute, what are
Yeah.
you, man? So it was like, well, I don't think that we should do what Israel tells us to do. It was like, oh, you're one of them. Got
Right.
it.
Right.
Uh,
Well, and then exactly once you get to that point, they're saying like, so do you support the coalition right now between Israel and the United States calibrating their strikes together against Iran? It's like, well, I guess so. It's like, so you're a Zionist,
right.
and as a Zionist,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it's
It's like,
it's
why
it's
don't you
really
send your kid, man? Why don't you send my tax dollars over there? It's like, shut the fuck up,
oh yeah.
dude.
That's the next question. It's like, so you're okay if your son or daughter is conscripted, son in this case,
Yes,
to die for Israel.
I am absolutely okay with that. And your kid's going too, fucker.
Right. How old are you?
Yeah, how old are you?
You're looking younger than
Yeah,
42,
exactly.
son.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I heard the Air Force is all out of enlistments, man. So,
Yeah, I guess we need America needs more remote control plane flyers.
I don't know, man. Like the thing about it is like there's just I mean, like okay, so I did actually do some catching up on that and trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. It's really hard, man. So like telegrams, working in Iran, so I don't get cool drone footage, of guys screaming, looking over their shoulder. That drone's about to like freeze frame.
Where you're just watching, you're watching, you're watching. You hear something, somebody says a word like "Osculieta,"
Right?
and
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah. Ah! Yeah. So no, it's really hard to figure out what's going on. So um, we're sending a shitload of stuff over there, though, man. We get a whole nother aircraft carrier almost there. That'll make three. We haven't put three aircraft carriers anywhere, Jeff, since like fucking Vietnam.
that's the thing. Is like, what do you need three aircraft? What is it? What is it that you couldn't negotiate with two?
No, three is good.
Right. What do you need the third?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So they said, no, no, three is good. 3 out of 11 is pretty good, man. So considering there's always three in port. So yeah, it's attracted a lot of attention. They're sending a shitload of Marines over there. They're supposed to be there in like it's like three. They got three more weeks to go. So and everybody's talking on the oh, it's almost over. Blah blah blah. I was like, did they turn the boats around?
You mean us?
Yeah, us. I guess we'll see, man. I don't know. I can't call it. Um,
Well, so here are certain things that I can say with some certainty. there's a lot of Iranian leadership spread out over a lot of different zip codes. I'm absolutely okay with that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I have no.
And I know you're not talking about, it's like, well, you go live over there and I go live. No, 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 no. This is all y'all.
That is true. There's a there's a number of people that have been reduced to ideas, right?
Right.
And I have no problem with that. I I really do want people to know like this can end for you in a heartbeat. The other thing that I keep forgetting about and keeps getting this is the thing that just absolutely amazes me that always gets wallpapered over is when it comes down to they say, they have a right to enrich their uranium. And I think you know this here too, right? How much do you enrich uranium for power plant
Oh, it's
use?
like a tenth as far as they've taken theirs. Yeah, it's like
3%
yeah, it's not
is the
yeah.
top.
Yeah, no, it was like well, and see, like, so I have been watching a couple guys who've been kind of like, trying to figure out what's going on, but some of them have been dissecting, like, I mean, okay, so for us to show up to the thing, where we all decided, okay, let's have a little chit chat,
Yeah.
before we started bombing, they said, well, we have enough to make 11 bombs. That was basically like, reach
You
up.
said it. Yeah,
Yeah,
you said
you
it.
said
You said it.
exactly what we were looking to hear. Yeah. So, and then, like then they turn around and, oh yeah, we're gonna put a blockade up, and it's like we're gonna put another one up, and it's better than yours. And it's like, oh, you're not gonna let ships in. We're not gonna let them out. It's hilarious, man.
And again, it's that perspective on I want to present this as being a loss, right? And again, I look at this in terms of it could be. I imagine there are things that you look at it tactically and say this doesn't seem to be going as planned. This does seem to be going as planned. I mean, there are things that I look at here, and the fact that essentially all we lost at this point were a couple of helicopters. Nobody died. The F-15 pilots.
Oh yeah. That was amazing.
That absolutely
That
amazing.
was
Nobody's
amazing.
been left behind. There's no boots on the ground, right?
Not yet. I mean, but boots are coming, man. So
I've been told that one of the things that the boots are there for is taking said uranium
yeah,
because they need labor to grab this stuff and take it out.
yeah, but like, see, that's the one thing is they don't talk about that. Is that where that thing that they blew up last year?
Yeah.
That is hundreds of miles inland. So it is in fucking mountains. There's no fucking way they're putting 1,000 Marines around that. So you couldn't get them there. So I don't know what he's planning on doing. Like I said, I kind of watch it now. So I just wake up every day and say like, oh yeah. So we said we're gonna take your tankers.
It's happening.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
totally happening.
and again, the same presentation where they're saying like, "Oh, look at this Chinese tanker that went through the blockade." It's like, well, because it wasn't coming from their city,
Correct. Yeah.
it was coming from a Saudi city,
Yeah.
and they're allowed to go
They're
through it.
allowed. They're yeah. We let that one through. I know exactly
You,
which one you're
yeah,
talking about.
exactly,
Yeah.
and that's the all the other ones have been turned around.
Yeah.
When they show the amazing thing is they have that transponder map that they go to, and you can see the little spirograph lines that they're drawing
Oh,
with
those are
this,
so much fun to watch. I know exactly what you're talking about.
and they put them in different colors.
Hmm.
Like these are people that have actually made a graph or two
Yep.
before. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So yeah,
That's the one guy that I watch. There's a shipping guy that I watch, and he's been right about everything. So
has he?
he's got about 1,000 batting average right now. So yeah, we'll have to see. Hopefully not, because he says oil's going to suck. So,
Well, again, that's point number two is you look to say like this is Iran. It's like yes, this is I don't know what it is. I think it's like number four oil producing country.
if that,
It's not out of the like
it's probably
the
top 10.
right.
Yeah,
It's a name in there,
right.
but it's not the name, right? But you look at this and say well, that's your jam right here. It's like, yes.
Hmm.
And you want nuclear power?
Yeah, no, we all know not to believe them. We know what they're doing with that.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
exactly. They're going full North Korea, man.
And the
Yeah.
number of people that I have seen writing stories that are the version of, so there Iran was, minding its own
Its own
fucking
fucking
business,
business. Yeah.
not bothering
Not bothering
nobody.
nobody. Just taking the kids to school.
That's it, and that's it. That's the person going to jail. That's the person. That's straight up. It's like, so I'm going to jail for buying a hot dog. That's
Right.
they're doing that shit right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, they're terrible at it too, man. I mean, I think it's just kind of fun to watch him just not care. So, and he's like, okay, well, let's send another aircraft carrier. So it's like, you know what? Two Marine divisions would be good. Oh, and send that airborne one over there too. You know, the one with the guys who jump out of the things, you know, just in case we need them. You know, and then oh, let's go and talk and blah blah blah. And, oh, it blew up at the 11th hour, yada yada yada. And then JD Vance comes out the next day and said, "No, they were full of shit the entire time." So,
I can't tell you how much I appreciate that guy. I really do. I really do. Now, what I have seen here is of all the people, Marco's the one that's polling the highest.
yeah, he's doing pretty good. So
And I suppose some of that is the fact that he's doing like 20 people's jobs and
yeah,
doesn't look tired,
no,
doesn't complain, comes
no,
across as very competent. Um, the other,
he's pretty lethal. Yeah, I don't think Donald Trump's necessarily gonna like king make JD Vance. We'll see. I mean, it's still another 2 years, so
I think a
we
lot
got
of
to see
that,
how the fall goes.
well, I think that's going to be part of it is like, guys, you guys need to make some decisions because I'm not going to be president anymore.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to be anymore. I got to be blunt with you on a couple things there, man. I don't think he gives two fucks about the midterms. So
I'm
I really
fairly
don't,
convinced with you that
I don't think he gives two shits about any elections from this point in time on. He has got his couple like things that he's got on his to-do list.
yeah, yeah,
So, you know, he's got a bunch of things that got checked off, like get reelected, you know,
right.
beat the rap, don't go to jail, you know, so build a space force, go to the moon. You know? And now it's like kick the fuck out of Iran and tell China to shut the fuck up. So,
There is a component, Patrick. I agree with you on this. There is a version of this that, at least to me, has the impression of what can I do so that my name has to be credited in a history book
it has to go on
100 years
something.
from now?
Yeah, yeah, something.
Because even the most Marxist shithead that's been entrusted with a marker and is making a textbook,
Yeah.
when they write about the 80s, they have to include Ronald
You
Reagan,
have to include, yeah.
right?
Yeah, I think he's doing that, you know. And the other thing is, I think that there's just certain people who really pissed him off, and I think the Iranians really pissed him off. You know, and I think once he found out that we were sending them pallets full of cash, he was like, "This is the stupidest deal ever."
That,
I know, man.
that happened.
I know it happened. So, you know, and he's like, now he's like, you know, he's got to fix their wagon, but good.
Right.
And he's getting to it, man. And he's proven that like it's just okay, fine. So are you going to take over the country with bombers? No, got it. Are you going to make it functionally useless? Yeah. So you know, people talk all the time. "Oh, you can't conquer a country without a fucking army. It's like, yeah, that's true, but you can sure bomb the fuck out of it, so nobody wants to live there anymore. You
Well, that's the point. Is I can't conquer it for you,
know?
without ground troops. But the whole point here is yes, but you can basically soften things up enough so that the people that live there do decide that it's time to go ahead and.
See, I don't know, man. I don't know. I would have thought that would have happened by now, but who
Well,
knows?
Patrick, they put 40,000 of them in the.
That's true. They did. Yeah, you know. But I mean,
Honestly,
like,
yeah.
imagine, like, you take this state, like, okay, so you know, Iran's the size of like two Texases,
Yes.
okay, or a Texas and three-quarters of Texas, whatever.
We'll just
It's a
go.
chunk.
We'll go double Texas.
It's a double Texas.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, and there's what, maybe a couple dozen major cities in there. Imagine if you just went through and blew up every police station in every city.
Yes.
So, which is what they've done.
Yeah.
Okay. What would happen to Texas at that point in time? I mean, it wouldn't cease being Texas, but I'm pretty sure that, like people would be just like, oh, well, I better go home and wait until they build another police station. They gotta build that back before I feel safe on these streets. I don't think they would do that, man. So I think your Walmart would be stripped bare within 10 minutes.
Yeah, well, okay. So, if your assertion here, and I think I see where you're going, is um, with all the police stations blown the fuck up,
Right.
would there be a redistribution of wealth?
Possibly. Yeah. I think there would be a reappropriation of wealth, specifically in television format, but yeah,
Okay, I take it back. Would there be a redistribution of stuff?
there would be a redistribution of stuff very quickly.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, okay. Totally understand. And on top of that, here too, why does stuff matter to Iranians more than anything else right now?
Because they don't have any other stuff. Yeah.
Well, the instrument upon which they used to buy stuff,
Oh, it's useless. Yeah.
absolutely useless,
Absolutely
right?
useless.
So if if this place gets blown up and y'all need socks,
Right.
right? You're gonna take socks because
Yep.
in the real life, a sock is gonna cost you a month's salary.
Oh, nowadays, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I hear inflation there is awful. So
that's insane. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
well, that's
absolutely
why they
insane.
were actually trying to extort Bitcoin out of tankers. I did see that. They tried to
It's
set up a toll booth.
fucking
It was
ridiculous. I
so much. Hey, man, raviolis bumped that day. So, it was like we finally got a good use case. Yeah. International extortion. Yay.
The Satoshi is just going like, I have been waiting for this day.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. My plan has come to fruition. Yeah.
He's got that bottle of champagne that's got like moss growing on it. It's
Right.
fucking yeah. It's again, it's a weird thing, and this is all happening at the same time. Again, we live in the hyper news cycle because in the same period, the front runner for California governor.
Oh, that was hilarious, man. So, and then like everybody's like, "Oh, I didn't know anything about that." I was like, "You guys are riding down on the beach on two horses together? Are you kidding me?" So,
That is correct, and again, that's the same. It's sort of that's like the Washington Post take, where it's like you're reporting on this now. It's like okay, so one of two things happened. Okay, either you knew and you didn't say anything because you want to protect your side, or B, you're the worst fucking journalists on the planet because your singular job is
yeah,
to dig up
it's to
shit
dig
like
up shit
this.
like this, juicy, juicy stuff like this.
Correct. Or
Yeah,
there's a possibility of C where it's both.
yeah, there could be some overlap
You
between
are
those.
partisan hacks who suck at your job. That is
Well, I mean,
entirely
I think
possible
it's
too.
pretty clear that just about anybody in the mainstream print media is partisan hack now. It's filthy with it. You can't get around it, man. I mean,
Yeah.
and so like I didn't really understand how bad it was until this last cycle of bombing here. Where he actually had legit good news come out.
Yeah.
So and it was like, oh no, it's fucking awful. It's all gonna go bad tomorrow. Rah.
Like four W's.
Why? Yeah. So and then tomorrow comes around and it's like, hey, that thing, yeah. So they stopped killing people. That was kind of cool, right? No, so we shouldn't have to use force to do that. Should go to the UN, use international law.
Yeah, the same thing. They talk about, how
Rescued pilot. Come on, man.
so you're
This is a cool fucking story.
yeah. Oh no, this is
Yeah.
it's just the thing where they're talking about like, oh my God, look at what this has done to NATO and blah blah blah. With the thing of look, he's right because when it comes down to it,
They suck.
they suck.
They are terrible, dude.
If they say when it comes down to it, when you take the guys who do 70% of what's there,
They do nothing.
and then they say no, you can't use our base.
I know, yeah. You have to fly around France to get there. It's like, well, the fuck off, Froggy.
At this, yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah, exactly. It's
okay.
like, well, you go protect your own shit then. So, and that's basically what he said. He was like, "We don't need oil out of the first." He's right. We don't. France
Do
does.
you?
Do you? Yeah.
How about you, Germany?
How about you? Yeah.
Do you
You
need
guys,
oil?
you farfanugan without gasolina? No. So good luck with
You
that.
got
And
to.
then, I mean, the thing that did kind of suck was he did have to kind of step off of Russia a little bit because I mean, they were like, okay, fine, you can sell a little bit of this oil. So
Yeah,
that kind of
yeah.
sucked, man. But it doesn't really matter because I actually spent some time the other day, like catching up on that.
It doesn't
That
seem
is
like the
not good. Yeah,
prognosis is
no, the
good.
prognosis is poor. So especially if you're on the Russian side of things. So
Yeah.
yeah, it is quite bad. So um, and I mean, all you have to do is look at a map, and they talk about, oh, there's fighting in this city. It's like, wait a minute, this one that's 30 kilometers from the border of Russia. Oh shit, guys, you put 1.5 million people in the dirt for 30 kilometers? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's bad, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really bad. But like, oh, okay, we're not going to talk about that either. It's like, okay, got it. So what are we going to talk about? Oh, we're going to talk about how the Israelis are pushing us around. Got it. Got
Oh, and again, as a
it. And poor Hezbollah, again,
oh,
just taking my kids to school today.
exactly.
Yeah,
It's just
exactly. Just getting harassed here all the way to work and back.
hey man, it's rough for a Hezbollah just trying to put food on the table. That's the thing.
They can't even keep my cable bill on. So,
Blown up ships taking food out of my kids' mouths,
I
man.
know, man.
Well, and that's the thing as a coast to coast AM alumni. When you talk about they, although they were very careful about how they talked about it, but they didn't go into that too often.
Yeah.
But the they that they just talked about that's bossing the United States around, well, they were doing it in 1980, they were doing it in 1990,
Yep.
2000, every subsequent year since then. So, what version of this you want to choose? That's fine.
Yeah.
That's totally
Whatever.
fine. We are again. This is we are living in an age where again the people. It's like we want peace in Palestine. I don't want it this way, and I don't want you to have done it.
This is not like not a peep out of Palestine this entire time. It's
No,
it's like Gaza is like suddenly, like, oh, okay, so we actually Israel occupied a chunk of the country, basically making like a Disneyland, and everybody's like, yeah, how do I get in there?
hey, it's better than the parking lot I went to. Yeah,
Right.
but yeah. So that went away. Every now and
That
then.
went away. Venezuela went away. I mean, like gone, like completely memory hold. And there's a couple other things that have come up in the past. Remember when the Russians were trying to run a tanker down to Cuba? Ooh, scary, scary.
I do remember.
Yeah, no, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. So because we just stopped them then, so to go back where you came from, man. So you still don't hear anything about Cuba. Other than the fact that I was like reading all that. Apparently they're like dying, man. I
They
mean,
are.
yeah.
It is basically change or
Or,
die.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it's a version of accepting your fate. I mean, it's one of the things that I read about Cuba here. Now, this was a damning piece because this is absolutely right. They said this little island over here has had some of the stupidest people on this, stupidest, most disorganized people here that basically would have died many hundreds of years ago and have been nothing but basically like a vassal state for a changing set of hands
Oh,
because they cannot get their own industries going. They haven't been able to do this here since like they gave the number. It's like 1834.
yeah.
And it's something along the lines of it ends with the story of, but then this crop happened,
Right, yeah.
right? And it basically rendered whatever version of like Cuban, I don't know, uh, bananas, whatever it is, whatever the thing is that they were doing there that was successful.
Tobacco.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tobacco. I think part of it may have been sugar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fairly certain that was it. And they're just kind of like, well, we can do this here and cheaper and not get it from you.
Not have to fight Sandinistas.
I'm not saying we don't want to.
Not saying that we don't want to. It is
We
bad
don't
for business.
have to.
It's
Yeah.
bad for business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you look at this and the collapse of this thing was sort of inevitable any other way. But if the agency that's propping you up is collapsing in real time, that's it for you.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. And I think when we talked about uh, back when we started this and we talked about this Ukrainian conflict that would be done next weekend. Um,
Oh God, yeah.
I'm starting to think that
It has been going on for the duration of the podcast.
it precedes us by like 3 days.
I
I mean,
know,
it's,
yeah.
it precedes us. Did you hear about that thing?
Mhm.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah, they'll take it over in the weekend.
yeah.
They just got to get some gas.
Yeah. So,
400 episodes later, after the seas drank Atlantis.
hey, dude, we're on president number 2 of this war. So, I mean,
We're on president number 3, man. So, well,
oh,
no,
well,
no, no,
no,
no.
no.
We didn't start. We started after COVID. That's right. So,
Right.
yeah. So we're on president number 2. So,
So, I'm a little bit more convinced, especially like in the hyper news cycle that we're in, that I think now that when I put this down to it, I think that Ukraine Russia ends with a whimper.
oh, I think, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it peters out,
I think
and
it just gets to the point in time where it's not on the front pages anymore, and they just quiet it down, and then they'll decide, like, just like North and South Korea, they'll have like a summit, and then
yep,
say, okay, we're not shooting at each other anymore, but you stay here, I stay there.
we are still
No,
at
we
war.
are still at war, and I've heard a lot of people call it that way. Yeah, because I mean, quite honestly, if the Russians could do something, they totally would have done it by now.
Yep,
So, and if the Ukrainians could push them out, they would have done that too by now.
right.
And so it's just not going to happen. The hilarious thing about it is that so Russia goes into this conflict with a really shit-tacular army that turned out to be complete garbage, and now they've actually got a pretty decent army.
Because you had to throw away
Because
all
you
the
had to
shit
throw away
tacular
all this
stuff.
shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And then they're only rivaled by another army in Europe, which is the one that specifically knows how to fight them off.
They
It
do,
is
and
very good at it.
well, I hate to say it, going back to homework copying nations, right?
Right.
Um, Russia's neighbors to the south, right? The ones that when you go onto Twitter and they show you this, you go onto some account that's called like wow, right? They're going to show you the things where it's like, did you know that in China this building lights up, right? And it
Oh
shows a
yeah.
clock, right? So that same place with their homework copying, a whole shit ton of their army was the same grafted,
Yep.
corrupt bullshit
Yeah, it's bad.
where
It's
it's like,
yeah.
well, we need tires. Here's the money to get good tires.
Yeah.
And then the guy says, get medium
Get
tires.
medium tires. Do I
Right.
have the money for the good tires? What money for the good tires?
And then
I
when
only
it,
got money for medium tires.
yeah, exactly. It's like, dude told me to buy medium
Yeah,
tires.
yeah.
And then when it gets to the dude, on number 4, he says, but it has tires already.
Yeah, these are still good.
It's
Yeah.
not on cinder
Yeah,
blocks.
yeah. No, no, no. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's got 4. You don't need all.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you guys take physics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm not too worried about that, man. I've really kind of chilled out on my China hawkishness. Um, just because like all the wars that have been launched over the last, like, I'd say 3 years, they all go to shit. They all go shitty. So I mean, it's not as easy as it looks on paper,
Right,
and I
right,
think
right.
everybody's kind of learned that lesson now. And I mean, and the other thing is quite honestly, I don't think even if Donald Trump's in office at that point in time, or definitely if JD Vance or whatever fucking Democrat we might get,
Yeah.
you know, there is a very, very large chance that if Taiwan gets invaded, we're going to tell them, "Good luck, buddy." So yeah,
I want you to know that we are praying for you.
we are praying for you. We are with you in spirit,
Yeah.
son. But that's because there's a grand bargain that's still on the table, and I think this is kind of. We'll see if this happens because he's got a meeting with the Chinese here in a few weeks.
He does.
But the grand bargain out there is trading Taiwan's sovereignty for North Korea. So, that is the grand bargain that people have been talking about for a while. And you don't hear anybody in the news talk about it, man. But you know, it's like really simple. All we'd have to do is turn around to like the Chinese and say, "Hey, look, we'll support the one China policy as long as you don't do it violently." Okay, so you can Hong Kong this one as much as you want. All right, but no violence. All right, so if we see cracked skulls, that's a problem. All right, and then you're going to invite that whole family over for dinner, and you're not going to let them go. Nobody's ever going to hear about that ever again.
Right, right.
Right? So we'll see.
The one that you have, and he will speak from time to time
God, he's fat.
with the prompts that you type.
But like a speaking spell, you
Oh,
know?
no. I mean, you can generate some amazing things. So when he pops up and when he
Yeah.
actually reads verbatim what you type, okay? So his speeches will go out to his people, but they will start with, they told me to say,
Right.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
And that's fine.
It's kind of like the new Ayatollah, man. You haven't seen him pop up yet. So,
I wouldn't.
well, I like the rumor is that we they actually bombed him and he's in a coma. So, you know, he said he's got a Twitter account out there and he's posted stuff a couple times, but they're like uh
Well,
aren't you like the guy on the other side of this? I mean, what do you know?
well, because there's a part of that where it's like, wait a second. If you're tweeting, then you do have internet.
Yeah,
And you
oh,
can't be in a place where you
yeah,
have
yes,
this.
yeah, exactly. So why do you get internet?
So when you basically, because I know that they're not doing a VPN over there on that. So when you go to the profile and look where it's posting from, because you can do this, if you find out that he is posting from, I don't know, Monaco or something,
Oh, right,
go
yeah,
get him.
yeah. Just pick them up.
Yeah, just pick
You
him
know,
up.
I heard something that Russia was actually having a huge crackdown on their internet coming up this summer too. I don't
I
know.
don't doubt it.
Yeah, okay.
I don't
It
doubt it.
was like, no, we're not going to actually talk about things that aren't fun. So,
So is my understanding of what life in Russia essentially is. Right?
yeah,
It's they don't like the way that it went down before, say like Bolshevik style, right? But
right.
it's when the things are going, it's also sort of they see it as like, well, you know, if the erosion happens just little by little, we're okay with it, right? Because the house is still here,
Today.
right? And
Right.
that's where they say like this is our
Right.
weakness, right?
Right.
Because oftentimes we realize that too late
Yeah.
we're just like teetering,
Wait a
like
minute. What
there's
month
just
is it? Is it
yeah,
October?
yeah, yeah. So
It's kind of red out, you know?
my house is literally like teetering on the edge
Yeah.
here. Yeah, because it's just kept continue to erode. But yeah, they're just like we don't even talk about it. We just
Yeah.
it's that was what we expect out of life.
Right. Yeah. Slavic stories have no happy endings. I've heard that many times. So,
Look at their food.
no, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay, you just refused.
Yeah.
So I mean that is what it is. I
I
mean
mean,
you can
the
tell that
bread's pretty good. So,
you're not wrong.
yeah, I can get good bread elsewhere, though. They have good bread in France. So,
They have good bread and Safeway. I mean, they do all right, man. It's
yeah.
not.
Don't have to put pickled fish on it. Yeah.
It's not distinctly French. I mean, it is
Yeah.
French shaped.
French
But
cheese.
yeah, kind of like how a rib is a barbecue shaped burger. But
All
yeah,
right.
it's
Yeah.
the same way. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. That was. It's been a super loud week about this.
Yeah.
And the thing that they're doing right now is they're trying to see who they can get that is tied or knew anything about
Oh,
uh,
what's his name? Slow.
Eric
Slawwell,
Swalwell.
Slawwell, or is Slowwell? I don't know. I can't. Yeah, Slowwell.
That we got all the right pieces here, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
just yeah.
So yeah, but apparently, like, I didn't get the full story on that one. So like, apparently he touched somebody that he wasn't supposed to. Blah blah blah. And so she rounded up all the people that he had done this to and just
Yeah,
basically fucking bombed him.
yeah.
So okay, cool.
And the whole talk about this is that this was an order from the party. because they wanted him out of the governor's race. He said no
Why do they want him out of the governor's race?
because of this.
Oh, so
So,
they knew about it then.
well, that's the thing
Uh-huh.
is it goes from, and this is the thing.
And he
This
was a
is where
congressman, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
All right.
No longer. He's
Yeah. No, he quit that.
yeah. The thing about this is where a whole bunch of people caught flack was uh, you have tons and tons of donors. I mean, like I know that Elizabeth Warren had to mea culpa on this one and say like, I didn't know. It's like, nah, y'all knew. Every single one of you knew. Otherwise, it would have been out there.
From the Senate, maybe.
Oh no, this is the thing because she's like she had to take it back. She's like, I gave money to his campaign or whatever.
Oh, okay.
She's like, I didn't know. It's like, yeah, you knew. Yeah, all you knew.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, man.
And so when they decided that it was time, it's like, hey, look, we said step down. You said go fuck yourself. We said you'll be sorry,
You'll be sorry.
and then you like threw us out of your house. And we're here to collect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's fucked. So,
Oh
the
yeah.
question is who goes down with. I don't know how much is going to matter, though, man. I mean, there is definitely going to be a little bit of I'm telling you, man, I can just tell just from discussions with normies.
Yeah.
There is definitely some Donald Trump fatigue going on.
Yes.
So there is definitely some like, I'm fucking tired. Can we make the news normal again? Kind of thing. And so that's why I don't think he gives two fucks about the election this fall. So because I mean he's obviously really good at reading the electorate, and I think he knows that. So
Well, that's why he hasn't capitulated on certain things.
no, and I don't think he will. And so particularly on any kind of like anything that's lasting, so that would actually outlast his presidency. I don't see him, giving up on any of that. And I mean, the way he plays the Iran thing is beautiful. He's like, let's see how it goes next week. Yeah. Which is exactly not what those people want to hear. It's like, make my Bitcoin go up now.
Oh,
So. It was like, just fast forward to the end of the movie, man.
well, this is one of the things that Twitter has been doing. Is there are a lot of people who consider their journalism using the search function, and you know what? To be fair, there is some truth to this because if you catch Dickhead Jones from the Times writing an article saying the squeeze is on gas prices, they've never felt it worse. Then you go to the search function, you look for the word gas, you look at the last administration where the gas was more expensive, and it's saying gas is expensive, but here's why it's a good thing, actually. Right?
Oh,
And
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
there's a lot of people whose journalism right now
Is this you?
is
I
just
hate
yes,
that. I
basically
hate that, man.
superimposing their own words.
Yeah.
Okay? And again, I don't have a problem with that if you guys were actual journalists, because
They're
your
not.
job is to get the story. But you don't want the story.
No, they just want to. They're just playing on the PvP server. So yeah,
Yeah.
and all you're just trying to get your team into the Super Bowl, whatever. So
And I get it. I get it.
Fine.
Again, we get what we deserve. We don't buy unbiased news because God knows there's been so many places where it's like, look, we have rounded up people that are sworn, like we all got tattoos the same day, right? About being non-biased.
no angle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The truth is the truth is the truth and nothing but.
Right.
So the grand opening is November 1st. Grand closing is November 1st.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they got less than a month because they got to pay 1 month's lease. And,
Right. Yeah.
and it's just people are like, this is really great news. But that's not what I buy news for.
No, that's not what you buy news for. You buy it to cheer along your own guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me the skinny, give me the dirt on the bad guys, kind of thing. And it's sad that like all the news has become that. So,
Right.
and it's just like, all right, so you have to wait around it a little bit yourself in order to figure out what's actually going on. But
yeah,
like if you're just a little bit patient, you can usually figure it out pretty quick. It's like, wait a minute, okay, so Ukraine's not going to collapse next weekend. It was like, well, yeah, actually, I did go pay like $4.45 for gas the other day. That is kind of COVID prices.
Yeah.
So it was like maybe I'll knock that off a little bit. But then there's other things where it's just like, really, yeah, Erica Kirk. How does this fucking affect me? It doesn't. So
Right.
the same thing's true with some of the other stuff that's going on out there. So I don't really care that much about Eric Swalwell or whatever.
Again,
um,
it's a really good, quick story. It's a really good
yeah.
rallying point for a whole bunch of people where, again, it's the same thing where the Twitter people, and again, give them credit for this because they have not been cleaning up their posts. When Eric Swalwell decides he's going to talk, he's like, man, you know what? These guys on Reddit haven't figured out. I'm going to go ahead and fucking just cut and paste. So he's kind of like, yeah, I woke up at 8 o'clock this morning and I got on Twitter and I said, no man is above the law. Suck it. And then, because I was talking about somebody else.
Not me. Yeah.
And then, like, the law came, I'd say shit. And, the same thing where he would say the same shit about, look at how this guy treats women, right?
Oh,
He's got,
yeah, obviously pointing to Donald Trump there.
oh,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got a bevy of these things here, right? And so, yeah, does it hurt me when I see 16,000, is this you, right? Does it hurt me because you fucking said it,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And you said it because you thought you get clout with Reddit people. Good for you.
Oh, that is you. You can't even get a donut with that, man.
I'm look. So yeah, the karma to like dollar exchange rate is like, and I don't even know the
Yeah.
booth where they'll actually take it from
What, karma?
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I don't think they will.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't do it at the airport. I mean, there's this. Sorry.
Gonna push my karma card in. Give me my quarter.
So these are individual units. We go by weight.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
got it. So, bring a can of crushed up karma. So that's sack full.
Me and the kids were stepping on them all
Yeah,
weekend.
exactly. Stomping on them in the garage. It's like, well, congratulations, you got 32 cents here.
Guys, this was a true story. Nobody, I don't think anybody bundles newspaper. I don't think anybody.
I still separate my cans. So
Well, you have different receptacles, don't
I
you?
do.
Okay.
Yeah. So I still separate out my cans. So I gave up on plastics a while ago because I know that they don't actually separate those out. These just get ground up in a
So
little tiny.
fucking worthless. It
Well,
is.
they've been coming out. That was another thing I was reading a couple of weeks ago. Is all the things about microplastics might be bullshit. So,
Why?
huh?
What did you see?
I saw that like there was like an overestimation of like every single sample out there because the gloves
The
that they use
gloves. Yeah.
to test
Yeah.
basically the
That is
telco,
exactly it.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so they had a list of all the studies where they had used the same methodology, and it
None
was like all of
accounted
them,
for it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
none accounted for that. And they found that that was actually explaining like 98% of the microplastic in the fucking sample. And see, that always made sense to me because even back
Uh-huh.
when I used to teach environmental science, people talked about the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, which was this giant fucking Texas-sized state.
Yeah, exactly. I heard it was a continent.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
can't find it on Google Earth, and that's pretty easy to find a continent on Google Earth, man. So
Sure. Yeah.
yeah,
It has.
exactly. Especially one that's surrounded by blue.
And it's big enough to have like 2 senators and like 3 representatives.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
on Navy.
Yeah.
And so there was always a thing about that was a little bit of bullshit. Because I mean, and then the other thing is like the whole thing about like, oh my God, it's in the ocean. If Jeff, you've been to the ocean, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty big.
The park that I went to was pretty big.
The part that I went to was huge, and it probably wasn't the same part that you went to, which means there's more than just what you and I went to.
I have
They're
heard.
connected, so
Yeah, I have heard from reliable sources
yeah.
that it actually goes beyond where I could look at it.
Oh no shit, no
Yeah,
way. Even
yeah.
if you get on a chair.
Well, I'm a little fellow, so
Okay.
I mean, it just.
Well, I'm not that big either, man. So
My brother, I mean, that dude can
oh
see
yeah,
for
he might be able to
miles.
see Antarctica
Right.
from
Yeah.
his house. Yeah, get up on your roof, Will. Can you see the moon?
I could see it. Definitely closer to it. I think I could touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so it's not. I don't doubt
I
I don't.
couldn't believe that, man. The gloves. It was like, oh my God, really? But of course, like it was just it fit this narrative about man destroying Earth, and then like so I can absolutely see why so many academic articles got published on that, man. Now that I actually do some publishing, I kind of know the game a little bit better, and I gotta tell you, it is political as fuck. So it is bad.
Of course, dude, again, this is, you know about this. You know exactly what goes into these processes. You know exactly how much of this is plagiarism. You know how much of this. I mean,
I don't think that much of it. I mean, well, okay, so if you drill down, yeah, you're gonna find a lot
not
of plagiarism.
dirty,
So
rotten,
yeah, not dirty, rotten,
but you're
copy
talking
pasty.
about, yeah.
Yeah,
There's a lot of like. I appreciate the quarter that you did here, but you really did a lot of this off of
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
like
yeah.
he should be the one getting the parking spot, not you.
I can't believe they let that chick back into Harvard. That was
This is what I'm
hilarious.
talking
That's
about. Yeah,
that's fucking
yeah,
hilarious.
exactly. Like
So
Harvard should actually have like they've been around long enough that they should have like reservation laws where if you it's like you have committed like
right,
we crucify you here. Right? This is what I'm talking. There should be like
we burn you at the stake.
right. And they're just like, well, I mean, we stood behind her before,
Yeah.
so we have to do it now. Otherwise, the chuds will own
Well,
us.
see, so here's where it's going, and this is the one call that I will make, just because I'm starting to see it. It's like So last year, the pullback from like DEI and stuff like that was so fucking hard. Okay, that some of it's going to come back. All right, some of the
Uh,
funding's going to come back. Somebody's going to get some of that stuff free, and it'll never be what it was before, ever. Okay, so like things like diversity based admissions and stuff like that, fucking done. That's gone. Okay, so I mean, in terms of all like standing within the courts, it's not even defensible anymore. Um, and all it takes is one student doesn't get in to sue you on that, and you're off to the races again. So that stuff's done. But some of the like, yeah, some of the other stuff, like the grant funding and some of the research projects, and
the graft.
well, some of it's graft. But the other thing about it is that it really did cut pretty deep. And so it's going to start showing up in test scores soon. And so people are going to be able to turn around and say, "Oh, that trio grant,
Yeah.
yeah, we were teaching those kids math." You know? So, and people are going to be like, "Oh yeah." So anyway, that's the part that I see that's coming. That's going to come back, man. Because I'm telling you, I can see it already, man. So
I mean, I can believe it. Look, I've seen enough evidence of basically people trying to end around and put that kind of stuff back in
yeah,
with different name. Because here's the thing, you and I have seen it. We've seen it basically cycle. It wasn't called DEI for a while.
hmm.
It was called. Uh,
Human resources.
it wasn't just human resources. There was another term that in the fucking intersectionality umbrella that they used to use that was basically DEI, but different terms. And so yeah, if this is
Oh, you used to have diversity coordinators and stuff like that, or you'd have individual like programs that were geared towards like Latinos or
it was just calling it
Native.
affirmative action. That
Oh
was
yeah,
just the
well
catch-all
that's gone
umbrella.
now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that got melted down for parts by the court. So
Right. And so yeah, from this they took that pig iron and made DEI out of it. And again,
yeah,
here's the problem: is at its core, there's a piece of this I can look at this and say like, well, this just makes sense. But then
eh,
the problem here is as somebody that looks at this, I have to turn around and say like, all right, your messaging on this is so fucking terrible because
it's really bad.
you don't come at this by saying we're trying to lift you up. We're coming at this from saying that other people are trying to push you down.
Yeah, exactly. And oh, you poor baby, you're gonna need our help.
Right.
I fucking hate that so much, So, and I do get that from. I get a little bit of that from the school from time to time. Where
You
it's kind of,
should. I mean,
yeah, I don't think it's avoidable in most school
yeah,
environments,
yeah.
because a lot of people get an education or teaching in particular, where it's like, oh, well, I had a dick for a math teacher who didn't appreciate me, blah blah blah, and so now I'm gonna teach it different, damn it.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
fine. Be a champion. Got it, dude. Okay, so
Somebody got to do it. It's fine.
somebody got to do it. Yeah, knock yourself out. But then there is some of it too, where it's just patronizing. It's so fucking patronizing.
Yes.
Where it's like, oh wait, they can't. Okay, so I'm sorry, you grew up poor Latino and a chick in a rural neighborhood. Okay, obviously you're not smart enough to do math on your own, so you need me to help you. It's like fuck off with that, man. Come on.
But
So you know how much the students hate that? They
because
hate it so much, man.
if you expect nothing, you get nothing.
Well, it's not just that; it's real. You're really devaluing someone.
Yes.
They hate that, and like if you can just get a couple of honest conversations with a couple of them, you start to realize it's like, wow, actually, that's really patronizing, and I need to stop doing
But
that.
at the same time, hey, you and I both know this as far as, you get one shot at life here, and if
Yeah, sure.
opportunities jump up, we always say, like, hey, I don't agree with the program,
Good.
but if it's
Yeah, if
open,
it's a, take it, yeah,
just hold your hand open and,
oh
and
yeah,
don't close it until they stop putting
yeah,
money
yeah,
in, right?
yeah. So take advantage of it while it's there.
So
So
that's the weird conundrum. There's a part of me that says you have to have it within you to turn down the advantages given to you, but that's ridiculous, right?
some people do. So
Some
I
people
do
do.
see
I
people do it,
totally understand,
but
but you and I don't teach that. You and I teach that of like, hey, luck is luck.
yeah.
You may get it sometimes. You may not get it. Whenever opportunity comes up, it goes to the first person that jumps at.
Dude, the way that I look at it is if the policy is there, somebody put it there who obviously has further up the food chain than me. So,
There you go. There you
so
go.
yeah, no worries. Take advantage of it. Just don't waste it. That's what I tell people when they get things like that. It's like, don't waste that opportunity.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it might be the only one you get. So,
exactly. It's just the same thing. Like, you saw union stuff. There's stuff in
oh
there
yeah,
that if you're taking advantage of, you're like, oh no, this doesn't feel right. Well, it's there for a reason.
it is there for a reason. Yeah. So you get your FMLA days. Yeah, I got it. Your back hurting, Jay. I know. Yeah.
And that comes at the cost of me being able to say, like, hey, you know what? I get that your pregnancy is super complicated right now.
Yeah.
Here's where you're protected.
Yeah.
And that means that I have to, like, take the other side and say, like, well, that dude with the migraines,
Uh-huh.
um,
Hey man, if his doctor signed the sheet.
just show me the documentation, bro. That's how it goes.
Oh yeah, I
So
used to tell people that all the time. It's like I'm not a doctor to show me the sheet.
yeah,
So a doctor? Yep. Okay. I guess
yeah.
you get the rest of the day off. Get out of here. Useless piece of shit.
But yeah, that's the part that falls apart is, this all stems on a certain understanding. You say, like, well, this has to exist because systemic racism exists. And anytime he's like, show me.
Yeah, show me.
Show me the
Show me where it
systemic
is. Yeah.
racism. And the answer is either everybody knows it's there, or, oh my God, go look it up.
Yeah, and I mean, so absolutely you can find instances of that, but I mean, like you get, I mean,
Systemic?
you had to look pretty hard to find that stuff after 1965. So,
Right.
right, I
Right.
know. So, like 9 times out of 10, when you ask someone, it's like, oh, well, in the South in the 1920s, it's like, got it, yes, good point conceded.
Yes.
2026, let's
Exactly.
go.
So when you went
Yeah,
to sleep last night, did you wake up
yeah.
there?
Wake up there.
Because I was here.
Is there a tornado take your house?
Tell me how it
It's full of
was.
color right now.
Right, right. Did you hang out long enough to kill Hitler
Yeah, exactly.
and fix history?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I know, and that's my whole argument of show me the systemic racism, right? And again, these are when you and I got into it over here,
I
where I
know where
was,
you can find it. You can find a small business. So,
you're allowed to.
I know, yeah. So, but some guys they just don't want any, like round eyes working in their restaurant, man.
I remember I had to look this up on when I was working for TV. That coffee shop right there, 44 North. The restaurant bought that coffee. I wanted to try it because I'm like, man, this shit is like really, really stuck up. Let me see what these chicks are up to, because it was an institution with not a man in sight.
Yeah, it's a
None.
small business though.
And that's where I was
Yeah.
like, how can this be illegal? And you go ahead and
Less
ask.
than 50.
You go ahead and ask. You ask. Now, I'm not a lawyer. Google. He'll break it down for you and say like, well, see, here's the thing. These rules don't this, and this.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. This is why you can have and proudly say like, this is a black-owned business.
Yep.
Like, we only hire black people here.
Yes, this is a minority-owned institution. Yes, so you still see that. I mean, just not as much as you used to. And quite honestly, man, some of it's good medicine, but a lot of it's really bad. So,
Well, if you don't like it, here's the thing. I'm totally willing to have my drywall done by somebody else.
oh yeah, totally.
Right? I'm totally willing to look at this place and say like, this little like feminist witches coven that you're calling a restaurant, right?
Well, how was the
Is
coffee?
it was? I gotta tell you, it was nothing special.
Oh, okay, all right.
Nothing special. No, it's.
I mean, you're much more of the connoisseur than I am, so I was just curious.
Well, that was what I wanted here because she made it a point to say like, I met these guys. I've toured these places. Like, I had a million different places to choose from. I have it done from right here.
Okay.
And I was sitting there like typing up her bullshit, and I took a little note there. It's like, oh, try this. I wrote this over there on the side, right?
Okay.
And yeah, it's
It's all right.
well, that's the thing is
It's all right.
it's somewhere in the middle between the worst coffees I've had and the best,
Okay, yeah, it's all right.
and it's not toward the either end.
Okay.
Because I got to tell you, I've had some bad coffee. I know
I've
you
had some
had
pretty
too.
bad coffee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it wasn't even just flavor; it was like viscosity,
Oh, a
like
little greasy.
a little bit thick.
Yeah, that's weird, man. I don't
Yeah.
like that coffee.
Yeah,
So,
a little bit thick.
I've had thick coffee in the past. So.
I've had. I don't know if you've ever wasted your time with this. I have tried some of the. I want to call them gimmicks, but they are sort of the same vein as like those. As like the Reaper chili peppers, where it's
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
we make the hardest hitting, like the Death Wish shit. I tried
Yeah,
some of
no.
that. It just tastes bad.
This is that. Oh, dude. Yeah, I've had that coffee. This is terrible.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. So and there's, I don't know, man. I mean, I get like older I get, the simpler I get in some of my tastes, you know. But
Uh, to a point. I mean, there's a. All right, I'll cop to this here, right? One of the biggest problems with food is that, especially if you're experimental with this or you want to be spontaneous about it, right? If you're in a position where it's your whole scheme is these numbers in, these numbers out,
oh yeah, yeah.
right? Because what I would love to do in any situation is go to a French restaurant, kill everyone, and just sit there and eat pastries until the cops come for me,
Okay.
right? Because I love that stuff so much,
Yeah.
right? And once you start eating it and you look at the concentration of what goes into like the 17 layers of what you're
Yeah,
eating,
butter. Yeah.
but is the size of a Hostess cupcake,
Yeah.
you say that was 900 calories. Why did I eat 4?
Why did I eat 4 of them? Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't have quite that problem. So,
God, man, there's
Yeah.
a million things that I want to eat, but there's a certain amount of like, okay, well, I want a hamburger,
yeah,
so I can get a hamburger,
yeah.
right? And that'll be one hamburger with cheese is 300 if I eat the bun.
Yeah, calories, yeah.
But if you go to the crazy stuff, right? If
Oh
you
yeah,
go to the thing,
1200.
you go to the stuff that has modifiers, things that are like
Bacon.
double Western. This is another danger where it's teriyaki.
Teriyaki. Chipotle mayo. Yeah.
All right, so you get what I'm talking about.
Cheddar.
So
Pepper jack.
once,
Brioche.
once you get into like Adjective City, right? These are the burgers that you want to try because you look at the menu, you're like, God, man, like they cut the burger open and like it bleeds blue cheese. It's like I got to eat this, right? That's 1,200 calories.
Oh yeah, easy.
And then you're out there. It's like, well, how many times am I like? When am I going to be here next? Give me all the onion rings. What's your biggest order of onion rings? The super's pretty big. Do you have a double super?
Yeah, double super. Yeah.
Can you just
Can I get
charge
2
me
of
for
those?
2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like, because I'm not going to be here for a while. I got to tell you that I usually splurge on one thing a week in terms of like going out
Yeah.
or having something brought in. This week's splurge, like William would laugh at me. You probably will too. Red Robin.
Oh no,
I,
that's fine.
I didn't get a burger.
Oh,
I ordered all the fries you can give me.
you
And
put
so,
that in the app. All fries you could get. Yeah, yeah.
well, they had like a little slider. There was one that was, and true to form, like they, when it came, um, you know, if you go to Safeway, they're going to have those plastic things that can hold a whole rotisserie chicken.
Right. It was one of those full of fries.
So take the black part of the tray, which would be the plate,
They glued two of them.
like a cookout, like
Yeah.
two paper plates.
Plates.
You know what it was what it was clear that they did was they took the bowl part, put it down here,
Yeah.
filled it with fries, and then put the bottom part on the hat.
Okay.
Right?
Mhm.
So it was like all the fries you can give me. Because all I want is like I haven't had fries at all.
Yeah.
And if I'm gonna have fries, I'm gonna get those fries that I like that everybody hates.
Red Robin, I like their fries.
There are a lot of people who
It's just French fries with Lowry's seasoning salt on it. That's
well,
all
and
it
they're
is.
just big and thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people find that to be
Oh, steak fries.
correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct. So, but that was my splurge. And then when I actually looked at how many fries I ate,
A lot.
I was like, I can't eat any more today.
I'm tapped out.
It's 1:15.
Oh, yeah. I'm supposed to be full. I'm going to be so hungry later.
So yeah, that's the tricky part. If you have a routine, it's way easier to stick with it. Say like, yeah, I got room for a double cheeseburger. Yeah, I got room for this. So
yeah. I don't know, man. So that's just it's not something that like I don't know. I've been pretty stable in my weight lately. In fact, I've been losing a little bit.
well, we all need to.
Well, mine's due to the lack of beer.
Any was there any new details on this?
So they didn't get IRS to death. So
No.
the inside story on the good ship Lollipop was that the owner of said movie theater on there tried to play hardball on their lease.
So it was okay.
I think you're
all
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that from two different people. But my brothers tried to pick out another place over there that I do not like, and so I'm not going to be going there very often.
What's the spot?
It's called Bubba's down the street.
I don't know what Bubba's is.
Yeah, it sucks, dude. It's loud. So
Yeah, it's
it is the sportiest sports bar that I
Right,
think I've
right.
been to in a while. And I used to go there because we used to go there for football Sundays back when his buddy Alan was here. And when we go as a group, we'd all get a table together.
right,
So, but when you're just a solo,
right.
it's not a very cool place at all. And so I was over there the other night when I got the call about my cat. And I was
Yeah.
like, I don't need to
Oh,
fucking be here, dude. I don't need to fucking be here. So I decided not to be.
Well, because ultimately here, if you're, I don't know about you, when it comes down to it, yeah, if I go to a bar, which is going to be a social place,
Yeah.
and if the one thing I can't do is actually hear the people around me,
That doesn't work.
it's like, guys, we can drink beer in the parking lot.
You don't drink beer at home. You know?
Oh, you're right, my house. Shit, I forgot
My
about
house,
that.
fuck, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Forgive me. I still wanted to have a night out, so
Oh,
I'm,
yeah,
I'm
right,
getting
yeah.
I'm getting fucking tanked in the Target parking lot, but that's fine.
Some Mickey's.
I think it's job done.
Yeah.
It does. It gets the job
I
done.
haven't had
for
a Mickey's
folks.
in a long, long time.
You're never going to.
Oh.
Don't.
I had my brother's his Super Bowl party. They had a Colt 45. So yeah, not the 2 liter. So
Yeah.
so the actual
Just the tall boys.
the tall boy.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah,
I bet you that wasn't too
it
bad
wasn't
as a
too
tall
bad,
boy.
man.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad as a tall boy. I remember
So-
drinking the 2 liter.
It's too much.
So-
It's just too much.
It's way too much fucking. Malt liquor is so bad for you too.
It was bad for
It's
you?
like beer with syrup in it.
Oh, I didn't know that. I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah. It's so bad for you.
I guess that I you know what, you're right, because you're essentially like you're fermenting like Fruity Pebbles. So I mean, it's like Like the right way is like, no, just leave it
No,
out.
no, just leave it
Just
out.
leave it out.
Just leave it out. Yeah. The bees will find it.
But what about the sterile part? It's like that's what the tarp is for.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the catch. Oh, fuck. Yeah,
All right,
but
man.
it's getting bad,
Okay.
man.
Yeah.
So, so anyway, that's the story of the good ship Lollipop. And so, bon voyage. So,
Well, and if you do end up
and
finding
I
it,
probably
it's
won't, and I'm going to tell you because all the people, like, I was telling my brother, because I saw him for the first time in over a week the other
the
day.
only way you see
This
each
is the
other.
only
Yeah.
way I see him,
Yeah.
man. And I was like, dude, I feel like I was in the Navy and our ship sank. You know? It was like, I don't know who made it out alive. So, yeah, and all the guys are gone, and we have no idea where the fuck they went. It's like, all right, whatever. So I did my 10 years in the Call of Duty Army and then 10 years in
Right.
rehab.
Right.
I'm good now.
That's that's the thing right there is you hung out with these folks for 10 years, you don't know who survived,
Hmm.
and these are people that you drank with regularly, so that some people probably daily. And y'all
Yeah.
don't even have each other's numbers.
Well, I don't because my brother always had them.
Right.
And then I asked him, I was like, hey, where's this guy? He's like, I don't know. I don't have his number. I was like, what the fuck? You don't have his number? Yeah. So, yeah, I was like, is that your football part? Yeah, I must have told him about it. So, but the other thing is that the crowd was getting a little bit thin. So
Yeah.
anyway, and so like I was talking about the other day, man, they had a real problem with turnover over the last year, and so like all the bartenders that you used to hang out with basically left. My two like favorite ones just left, just like a couple of weeks ago.
Greener
So
pastures or
one of them just flat out quit. So her husband was in the military, and so he was going to PCS back here and transition out.
oh,
And he was like, "Hey, let's just not work for a while." And she was like, "That's fucking awesome.
deal.
Let's totally do that." So yeah, I was like, "Yeah." And the other one, she was just being bitchy, so it was like, "Fine, whatever."
Oh, fair
So
enough.
yeah, so
Well, to be fair, I mean you have worked in places with staffing problems,
oh yeah, totally.
and you know how much of a fucking nightmare it is.
It can suck.
Well, it definitely can, but there's also a part of it where it's like, well, I said my piece, nothing's changing, so either I get used to it
Hmm.
or I don't, but I can't sit there and hold this ulcer in my stomach
Mm-mm.
of it's
Mm-mm.
this place falls apart without me. This is
No, you
yeah,
can't
yeah,
do that.
yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't belong to you, man.
yeah.
So yeah, it took me a while to learn that lesson, but once I learned that lesson, it was like, hey man, it's not mine. They might have given me keys for it, but they're not mine. So,
Right.
yeah. So
That's true. I don't get my mail here.
I'll get my
You
mail
do.
here. Yeah, you guys do. Yeah. So my paycheck goes home. Like,
Right.
just stay here. You know.
And depending on where you are in your life, you say, you know what, it's at home. That's where I leave at 8 o'clock sharp.
Yep.
If you want to keep me past eight
Yeah.
o'clock sharp, you pay me double and a half.
Yep.
I totally understand.
Yeah. No, it's not a. Like it's just it's kind of tough right now. So with hiring and things like that, and with gas prices going up, man, we're gonna see who our survivors are over the next couple of months.
Yes, we are.
So it might murder off another Wendy's or two. You never know.
It might. I mean,
But that's a good thing, man. So
hey, what I think we're going to see now, because again, this is you don't have to look far. This is all true. I mean, shit. I'm in the middle of this. I don't know how I haven't gotten dumped. Well, actually, I know why, because it's monetization and it has to be viewed by human eyeballs. But within the tech industry, everyone is just shedding jobs
yeah, I've seen that.
like crazy, which tells me it's like people love to. It's a political thing. It's like, look how the tech industry falling apart. It's like, nah, man.
No, it's fine.
The tech industry expands when it's going to expand, and it contracts when it's going to contract. And if it's contracting, it's because a certain aspect of this business was either found out, right? That does happen.
That does happen.
It was either found out, or the other thing that they're finding is it's not profitable to have this much staff doing this much stuff.
Yeah, we don't need this many people to do what it is that we actually do to make money around here. Yeah.
And there's this thing where people seem to have this attitude of, well, you were hired by these guys. They are legally required to hold on to you
You're
until you're ready to go.
absolutely not. Yeah, that is not true.
That's just what they say. It's like, well, Jeff Bezos makes this much money, and they got to fire 1,000 people. It's like,
Fuck yeah.
do you have 1,000 people that aren't doing the
Yeah,
work?
exactly. Yeah.
Then
No.
let them
Let him
go.
go, man. His money's got nothing to do with you. Shut the fuck up. It's
No,
like, yeah,
no.
no, man.
The reason and again, I've had my problems with this in the past, but ultimately, this is just a NBA versus WNBA thing. There is only so much talent that again, this is what I
Mhm.
talked about the people on the far end of it's like I guarantee you there's some of those high IQ people in there that are also tall and handsome and have leadership
Mhm.
skills. There's not that many of them.
No. Mm-mm.
And so if it comes down to it and you're over here and you're Mr. Cracker Barrel, right? You say like, man, we made some bad
It's
mistakes.
a
So
bad mistake.
we made some bad mistakes. It's like, what do you mean bad mistakes? It's like, yeah, we figured like old restaurant that people love for old time values. Everybody
Mhm.
said now's the right time for like a progressive woman with horn rimmed glasses to change everything. So that didn't work. So when you can actually pull like a free agent from like Verizon or something like that, and say, I'll come work for Cracker Barrel for the challenge of it,
Yeah, some people do.
but it ain't free.
No, it ain't free.
And when there's only so many of you, you get that kind of money. Otherwise, you can't retain the talent.
No, and sometimes you don't deserve it. So that's fine.
They don't. Sometimes they don't deserve it, and sometimes they flop too.
Yeah, you
That's the
never know
nature of it.
exactly how it's gonna go, but I
Uh,
mean, like some of it just it's bad medicine. Again, going back to that, man. It's like don't worry about Jeff Bezos' money. Don't worry about like fucking other people getting laid off. Worry about you.
the only time you have to worry about Jeff
Yeah,
Bezos is if he lives next door to you and
yeah,
he's
yeah.
got like the music too loud.
Right, yeah, exactly. So it's like the whole thing. Like I caught myself telling my daughter this the other day. I was like, "Did you worry about your homework first? Everybody else's." So, and I know you heard that one too. I was like, "Why don't you stop worrying about what she did, and why not you got your homework done on time?" And it's like, oh my god, it's come full circle.
Happens to all of us.
It does happen to all of us. So,
All right,
all right, man. Oh, my bad.
I'm Jeffrey.
Hitting the button.
All right.